the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 74. Of course, we begin every day at around 10ish, so I'm right in time. I am King. My co-host Bitcoin Zay is still traveling and stuff, so he should be back tomorrow. He's out handling business today. But of course, we had to check in. Happy New Year's, everyone. Happy New Year's, all the YouTube live folks, Facebook live folks. I see everybody jumping in the house. There we go. So yeah, what's going on, Antonio? Happy New Year, Happy New Year. What's going on? Smooth. Look, we got Smooth on Facebook Live. The Game Peeper, what's going on? Happy New Year. I'll give everybody a couple minutes to get in. What's going on, Gaz? You as well, you as well. No, we were coming. Listen, we're still working. We're still working. Just 10ish, as usual. All right, to kick this thing off, first we want to make sure we give away the free Bitcoin from last time. Last week's winner, we asked, what would if you could wear a wearable body technology to mine crypto, what would you do? And Champ Chamberlain won. He said he will wear underwear and socks. He basically said, imagine put on your underwear and socks every day. You go out, you meet a nice person or whatever, and you two get to hang it out. And then you say in the morning you'll have a bunch of free money. So Champ Chamberlain. That is the free. You will get a little bit of that Bitcoin again. We're gonna do a couple of dollars, folks, but it's just to give it out to so everybody can start using all that good stuff. All right, now the funny Dino of the day today. We have a new Dino of the day. It never fails us. I don't know how every week there's an old person that comes out the woodworks and tries to tell the rest of the world how to spend their money. So today's Dino of the day is President Ronald Reagan's. I mean, he's old. President Ronald Reagan. You said you sleep after this? Oh, hey, I appreciate you staying awake to watch it. You said you and your wife, you need those crypto bodysuits. I know, right? So, Dino of the day. Yeah. So, President Ronald Reagan's former director of the Office of Management, David Stockham, has told CNBC Futures in an interview that investors in the cryptocurrency market are stupid spectators and will suffer a spectacular crash. He was quoted saying it's basically a class of really stupid spectators who have convinced themselves that trees grow to the sky. It will burn out in a spectacular crash. All these latter-day spectators will have their hands burned to a crisp, and they will learn a proper lesson. So, first of all, what's this guy's name being? David Stockman. If you're Ronald Reagan's director of the Office of Management, I can only imagine how old you are. Right? It's not even ageism, but I mean, for you to be doing any type of transactions on the internet, I find very interesting as already. But the fact that because people choose to invest their money in a different way than what you have traditionally, and for you to call them stupid, that kind of shows me that elitist view he probably had while he was in the office working for the president with our public money. So for that, we're going to make you officially a Dino of the day, David Stockman. I'm sure you probably won't even hear the sound because you're too damn old anyway, but here it is. Come on. I'll probably have it on mute. Let's try that again. Oh, he's lucky he can't get it right now. Oh, he can't get it. We're gonna give him to him. We're gonna even if it's quiet, he's gonna get this down today. There we go. There we go. He said put his picture up so it look like you're talking to him on here. Yeah, here we go. That is our Dino of the day. Listen, we're gonna have these sounds good to go in a minute. Hook this studio up, a real studio, all right? All right, so hey, some good news in the crypto market right now. It looks like we're sitting at about $630 billion, which is great because that means we're on our way to $700 billion. If you remember when we started out last year, I don't think we even crossed like $100 billion at the beginning of last year for the crypto market. So to come into 2018 and we're already approaching $700 billion, I mean, that's point 0.7 trillion or whatever dollars. And of course, everybody said crypto wouldn't be a serious contender as far as any type of currency, store value, and all that until the market cap got a little bit bigger. Well, we are on our way to $700 billion. And after that, I mean, the stop is going to be $1 trillion at, some point during this year. So I think that's an amazing thing. It's showing the adoption. More people are, buying into it, understanding its value. More people are investing in it. More people know about it. Again, we talked last week. It was with some of the top search terms on Google, Investopedia, and all that. So I think it's going to be a very good year for 2018. Let's see. Bitcoin and Z Classic Fork, the Z Classic. Bitcoin. So yeah, I don't know a lot about the Bitcoin private right now. But anybody can fork off Bitcoin. So if you really look at Bitcoin, like the blockchain history, it's been forked off a ton of times. It's just that now a lot of people are putting more marketing behind the fork. So my opinion right now is nothing. I haven't seen anybody. I haven't seen anybody who are notable in the community. Stand in front of this fork saying, "Hey, this is the way ahead" and all that. Or a bunch of people say they're going to turn or change their nodes or anything like that. So I really don't have an opinion of it in general. To me, it's just another fork. It happens all the time at this point. So, yep, Bitcoin birthday's tomorrow as well, people. So usually it goes up a little bit on his birthday. We'll see what happens this year. Of course, there's a huge sell-off for New Year's and as well as Christmas and all that. And for those who bought the pot coins and cannabis coins, all the marijuana type of coins, that sell off happened literally, I think, on New Year's. Like New Year's, as soon as the ball dropped, the sell off happened. And for people who don't know, like in places like here in California, recreational marijuana is fully legal now. So you just use your license, you can walk in any dispensary and get it. So a lot of people had kind of stocked up on all the marijuana and cannabis coins leading up into it. But literally on the first, I got home, looked at my laptop, and the charts, it was just like things were getting dumped already. I was like, yep, that's about right. So we'll see. Happy New Year, P-Man Van. Yes, more money, more profits, and more eyes on crypto this year. So another great story going into 2018 again. So last year, Japan basically made Bitcoin legal. I think it was about over 250 to 275,000 businesses by the end of the year. Merchants were accepting it. This year, they wanted to pump that number up to about 320 to 340,000 businesses, which I'm thinking they're going to surpass already. They're going at a pretty fast rate. But analysts from a Japanese finance giant Nomura have found that Bitcoin could be contributing as much as 0.3% extra to the GDP of Japan, or to Japan. Wow. So again, first year they're accepting it. They're opening it up in stores. People, merchants are using it. People can use it, whether it's Bitcoin or some of these other, smaller coins. Doge, you can still, transfer Doge. But whatever it is, it's accounting for 0.3 extra of the GDP to Japan. That's a huge thing because this is only one use case in one country where people are really just now starting to use it. So again, you start looking toward the future, give it 2 to 3 to 4 years. Imagine what that number is going to look like already. I mean, it's at 0.3% with a pushback from the international community. When it's accepted everywhere from the international community, especially churches, which we'll get to next. But once it's accepted and people aren't trying to spread the FUD about Bitcoin 24/7, I mean, if it's 0.3% its first year, I mean, it could easily go up to like 1 to 2% in the next couple of years, and that's of the total GDP of a country. So again, it's bringing in more money. It's becoming, it's making the country more valuable. So still not sure why we're getting the Bitcoin FUD and we're getting old people like Stockholm saying that, if you buy into it, you must be stupid. But said people buying Lambos made Bitcoin hot. Young people drawing that much attention caused the dinosaurs to get upset. Crypto Q, that is a great point, and I actually have we'll get down to one of the stories is about that, about the folks in Bitcoin who are doing well financially. So here's two stories though, kind of piqued my interest. We kind of had a little rumblings last year, but now we really have clergy and other people of the church and religions talking about Bitcoin and crypto, and of course they're not saying anything positive about it. Shaki Alam, the current Grand Mufti of Egypt, that's the highest official of the Islamic religious law, said on January 1st that cryptocurrency trading is forbidden under the Islamic religious law due to the risk associated with the activity, according to Egypt Today. So first of all, that is the highest official clergy of Egypt, of the Islamic religious law in Egypt. So I'm not going to say anything negative about him. For those who have saw the Larry David show, when he did something against the fatwa, you saw what happened with that. I don't want no problems. But what I will say is unfortunate that, they haven't accepted and adopted crypto as well. I think, especially for people of the church and clergy and all that good stuff, I think it's even more positive to them because that gives them more power away from the government. It's supposed to be a separation of church and state, or at least here in the United States or whatever. I know in other countries that isn't the same, but still, it gives the church more power. So I would think places like the Vatican, the current Grand Mufti of Egypt, and all these other people will want crypto. So again, we'll see what happens with that adoption as it continues. But everyone from that, that structural standpoint is saying no to Bitcoin right now, no to crypto. which again, if it helps people, I don't know why they're doing it. And then the second one was Bishop Hilarion Alfiev of the Russian Orthodox Church. He said he personally thinks that cryptocurrency is the new financial bubble, a new Ponzi scheme behind which there is nothing. Yeah, that's what somebody told me the other day. Somebody asked me, they said they heard Bitcoin was a Ponzi scheme and that it's been hacked a bunch of times. And I'm just like, that's the information that people are getting when they first come into the space. So, uh, again, FUD, this time coming from, the religious side of the house. Exactly, like the stock market. But, it shows you the power of Bitcoin and crypto because these people are just like everyone else who talks about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. They are, very high positions in the government or in the religious structure, and they're talking about crypto. So to me, that's a good thing because if it's not important, they wouldn't talk about it. And if it wasn't a threat, they definitely wouldn't talk about it. So they're doing both. So that's a good thing. And again, I'll leave it at that because I know both those folks in the clergy sector in these countries got some real pull. I want no problems. I'm just trying to get this Bitcoin, okay? But yeah, so one of the last big stories was this Bitcoin billionaires are hiding in plain sight. They're saying as many as 200 Bitcoin billionaires are already out there, and as few as 35. I can see that number being real because there's a couple people I may or may not know that bought a lot of Bitcoin when it was very cheap, and they've been pretty relaxed about life as of late. So I'm sure there's plenty of Bitcoin millionaires out there, Bitcoin billionaires out there. But that's a pretty interesting story because 2017 definitely made some, but at the end of this year, who knows where some of these numbers are going to be as far as how many millionaires are out there, how many billionaires are out there. But I guess the question is, and this is actually going to be, most billionaires won't come out for sure, no. And a couple, of course, a couple of addresses were aggregate addresses for exchanges or, people holding like capital funds or investment funds for the crypto space. But it's definitely some real ones out there. Of course, everybody was talking about the Winklevoss twins last year. I still think they'll surpass, Mark Zuckerberg in about 3 to 5 years for net worth once cryptos continue to go up at this point. But I don't know, for the free Bitcoin today, in quotations, what I want you to do is in the comment section, of course, after the video, put if you became a Bitcoin millionaire or a Bitcoin billionaire, whatever, would you show it? So, you wake up tomorrow, your portfolio is up however much, and you're a Bitcoin multi-millionaire. What would you do different in life? If anything, would you do anything different in life? I don't know. It's an interesting question. I would love to see your answers. So go ahead and put that in the comment section of the video in quotes. Put the your public address to go along with it, and we will choose that winner and announce it tomorrow. I don't know. If I was, I think I'd probably just be doing the same thing as we're doing right now. You said, LOL, if you can sell it. You said, personally, you wouldn't tell anybody? No, I wouldn't tell anybody either. I don't think I'll tell anybody. I don't think anything will change. We might start coming in a little bit later, but other than that, no. What is this? All the exchange. There we go, Champ. He said, Champ Chamberlain said all the exchanges will be down for maintenance. You're right. If tomorrow it did shoot up, every exchange will all of a sudden they would have to fix some things up. I know what you mean. That's why you don't keep your money there. All right, but other than that, people, thanks for tuning in. Again, it's going to be a very short one. Bitcoinization should be back either tomorrow or the following day. What's going on, Evan? And we'll continue to monitor the market. Tomorrow's Bitcoin's birthday. Let's see what it does. I'm excited. I think right now we're still sitting at about 14,000, which is a good number to start the year off with. Remember, we started the year off last year with, at about $1,000. So, yep, we have 14,000 right now. So we're starting the year off this year at about, 13 some change, $14,000. A lot of good things that happen. A little pump to 15K tomorrow. You know what I'm talking about, Antonio. There we go, hopefully. And then 2018 is off to a good start. So have a great day, people. Thanks for continuing to tune in and watch. You can follow us at Kirby Crypto, KRBECRYPTO. We got a lot of good things we're unrolling this year. That's going to start off in here in the next few weeks. So stay tuned. Until next time, take care.